Today is day 235 of the year of streaming and learning to code. We are continuing on yet again here at CODEWARS. We are on the hunt for a fresh CADA, per usual. Most completed. Loading. Level 6. And fundamentals. Cool. Hopefully. Still loading. There we go. Alright. Duplicate encoder. Let's see what that's all about. We could do Triba whatever, but if we keep and implement the skip 1 protocol as a back pocket option, we can look at this and look at that. So, which one to continue with? Ooh, first glance, both seem kind of equal terms. Let's find out. Side note, yet again, somehow we continue to find ourselves with limited time to stream. True, we have very small goals, simple. The only goal every day is to simply attempt to code, to try and make some form of progress, if at all possible, each day for a year. But it's just the last couple days, it seems like we've been left with such little time to stream and really invest into this. But nevertheless, we're here and attempting to make progress, so let's continue to forge ahead. Day 235. What are we going to do? Duplicate encoder or IQ test? Let's figure out which one's which, and hopefully we can pick the shortest route. The goal of this exercise is to convert a string to a new string where each character in the new string is a parentheses if that character appears only once in the original string, or closing parentheses if that character appears more than once in the original string. Ignore capitalization when determining if a character is a duplicate. Interesting. Examples: din 1, 2, 3. Recede, he is in there multiple times. RECEDE. Interesting, very cool. And then success, single. No. Duplicates, single, duplicates, single, duplicates. Kinda cool. So, blankety blank. 1, 2, those are duplicates. Individual, a space, and then add. Okay. Notes: there is a flaw in the JavaScript version that may occur in the random test. Don't hesitate to do several attempts before modifying your code if you fail there. Little kitty? No, we've got very little time to stream, so go play on the bed. Yeah, good cat. Assertion messages may be unclear about what they display in some languages. If you read it should encode XXX, the XXX is actually the expected result, not the input. These languages are locked, so it's not possible to correct it. Okay, so there's that bit of turmoil on that one. Again, it had, I thought they had it listed, 9 issues for duplicate encoder. I'm not sure if we have the skill set and understanding to surpass those obstacles. Second option is IQ test. Bob is preparing to pass IQ test. No. Hey, yeah, if you don't want to be held, little cat, then you have to go to bed. Most frequent task in this test is to find out which one of the given numbers differs. Yeah, okay, you good? You've come to terms with not being on the desk? Awesome. There you go. Boop, boop. Yeah, right on the forehead. What are we looking for? Bob is preparing to pass IQ test. The most frequent task in this test to find out which one of the given numbers differs from the others. Bob observed that one number usually differs from the others in evenness. Help Bob to check his answers. He needs a program that among the given numbers finds one that is different in evenness and returns a position of this number. Exclamation. Keep in mind that your task is to help Bob solve a real IQ test, which means indexes of these elements start from 1, not 0. Okay. IQ test. Is it simply because it's a string and not an array? Is that why it's non-zero indexed? I get the feeling that's the case. But I'm not sure why and how that works. Don't the spaces count as elements? Maybe they don't. You know, the spaces between? Perhaps not. IQ test 2, 4, 7, 8, 10. 3. The third number is odd, while the rest of the test numbers are even. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. The second number is even, while the rest of the test numbers are odd. You know what? We split it on the spaces. It turns it into an array. 0 indexed, 0 to wherever, with no spaces. Okay, we're going to do this one. We already know we're going to do this one. Awesome. Go time. Let's dive into it. Yeah, because we've got minutes to spare, technically. So, yeah, Bob's doing his thing. We're here to help Bob. Hashtag Bob life, right? Yeah, that's going to be us. Okay, go time. Shotgun round. Let's think it through really quick. So, this is what we're dealt with. It needs to be the third option. That's how it will register it, like an actual test, like A through E. Yeah, A through E. Well, A through D more often than not, but there are tests that have E out there, plenty of them. Anywho, or 1 through 5, if you will, and whatnot. However many selections there are. Point is, C would be the third option, or 3 would be the third option. It's non-zero indexed. That's what we're dealing with. Now, we can still split it, turn it into an array. The split will remove the spaces, crunching everything together in an array, of course. Each item would be separate. The array would be 0 indexed. We can then do a for loop with an if statement, determine what we need. It'd be the odd stuff. Modulo doesn't equal 0, something like that. And then we would simply probably do an index of, and then like a +1 to return it. We'll get it. We'll get back to its proper spot, what it should be looking for. So let's do that. Go time. Little kitty, you ready? Yeah? Okay, she's cleaning her toes or doing something. From the top, variable numbers, copy. Num array, yeah, good times, equals numbers dot split. I almost want to grab our code from yesterday yet again, because it's so similar, but it's probably good that we are typing it out. We're getting very familiar with this particular Arabian village. Okay. God, I'm totally drawing a blank. What reference? Is it Family Guy? Or what movie? Damn, can't recall. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. For looping? Secondary variable. Do we need a secondary variable? Yeah, it will be answer, which will house and do something. And then we've got a for loop. Topher Gates, early stream. Hey, Topher. Early stream today. How are you doing? Yeah, and quick stream. We're already past. We had like 0 time to stream to start with, at least my knowledge. There could be a chance we end up streaming long time, but that's pretty unlikely. Anywho, so we're going to try our best to solve this. It should be relatively straightforward. Well, something about an IQ test, and basically we're hunting evenness. So we're looking for the odd man out, and currently it's a string, and they're looking for non-zero indexed answers. Like 7 is the odd number, and it's the third answer. But since we're going to be splitting stuff, turning it into an array, the array will be 0 indexed, so we're going to need to, like, take the length or its index and +1 in the end. I think we've got a pretty good grasp on what we should do, but, yeah, good times. Topher, giving up on Free Code Camper? Well, I know, it's been a couple days of Code Wars. I want to get back to Free Code Camp, but there's that other... It's just, I've noticed those, for some reason, the projects and the algorithms end up taking me even longer than the nightmares here at Code Wars for some reason. And I've also noticed that the more I do Code Wars, I don't know, I guess the better I get, or the more comfortable I get with the tasks. So it's a combination of those two, but the main thing is the lack of time that I've had to stream the last couple days, week or so. And the next time that I get a larger window to stream, there was a test, not a test, there was a sort of a side project similar to the one that you pulled from Code Wars earlier on that you provided for me to do. Tenacious Raptor. He's swung by a couple times. He provided a secondary like project for me to do, and I really want to dive into that sooner than later. I just haven't had a proper amount of time to fully tackle that. So yeah, and then the next window from there, I'll want to get back to Free Code Camp. So we've just been strapped for time. That's all. And Code Wars, and the more we've done Code Wars, the slightly better we've gotten at solving this stuff a little bit quicker. So, versus in the past, I would avoid Code Wars like the plague on short days, and that's why I would do Free Code Camp. Good times, yay craziness. Variable I equals, how goes life for you? How goes Fortnite and whatever else you are up to, good sir? Hopefully all is going well. I also need to finish that freaking Udemy class, because there's a lot of good info in there. Like that first, again, the 18 of the 85 videos I saw were, a lot of it was introductory stuff, like how the course would work and what it's going to focus on. But in the later portion, towards as you get closer to that 18 mark, it's like the first 2 sections that I watched through, I think, then it really starts to get into some interesting stuff, and that's right out of the gates, so I need to finish that. Variable something or other. Right. So we're going to take our numbers, not our numbers, number array, copy, I less than number array dot length, I plus plus, curly stuff, if number array I, yeah, number array I, we'll get there. It's going to be something to do with hunting down even numbers. I just wanted to get this dealt with. If would be answer dot push, what would it be? It would be answer dot... Do we really need to push to a whole array variable like this just to get that? We could just tell it that it's a variable. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, because it'd always be the answer plus 1. Yeah, I get it's fine. We can leave it. I'm sure it could be cleaner, but we're just going to leave it as an empty array, and then we'll do, like, return answer plus 1, and I think that should be fine. Return answer plus 1, something like that. Oh, we're outside of the scope of the function. Return answer plus 1. I wonder if I should have it in parentheses. Probably. Yeah, hopefully that's okay. Anyways, continuing on with stuff and such. Pushing. Topher. Topher Gates, I wanted to say that I noticed you look through the solutions on CODEWARS and get bummed. Oh, or feel like your solution... Whoa, wait, hold on. I wanted to say that I noticed you look through the solutions on CODEWARS and get bummed or feel like your solution wasn't good if it's not similar to the top solutions. Most of the top solutions aren't necessarily the best, at least in terms of readability, security, efficiency, etc. sometimes. That is because you've mentioned that, and others that have passed through, that have taken the time to notice, have also mentioned, not necessarily the reaction bit, but the recognition of comparing to the top answers, those one-liner, really obscure syntax. Yes, I've come to terms that those are strange. It's just interesting to see. I don't know if others are striving for that, because I'm not really striving for that, and I guess that's my kind of concern. I do encounter other people who program and do stuff like that, so it's good to get their 2 cents on whether I should be concerned about stuff like that or not, but it's still definitely probably far... What is it? My interaction with other programmers is a lot more limited than if I were to be going into, like, a classroom, university environment, being able to interact with, you know, a class full of others learning, ask a professor, stuff like that. So I'm just left to my own thoughts and devices way more, I feel like, than others. So I'm just, well, which is similar to anyone else learning on their own. But yeah, good times. So that's that. That's all. Just comparing, just seeing. Good times. Alright, what else? At least in terms of okay, security. Topher, I'm good. I haven't had much time lately to game or code, unfortunately. Boo. Life, right? Life is always there to keep us busy. Yum Yum. Hey, Yum Yum. How are you doing? Good afternoon, or, well, what is it? Yeah, afternoon. At least for me. Wherever you are, hopefully it's a good time of day for you. Topher, there is value in seeing other solutions, which is why I look at it, but the important thing is to have a solution. Not that yours is best, of course. Yeah, I'm more concerned on my understanding of it, which is why, even though I'll go looking for essentially solutions to the answers or to the CADAs, whatever I'm doing, and it can be right in my face. Kind of like, what is it? Free Code Camp, their projects is a good example. It's so thorough. We'll call it advanced, but thorough in everything they do. It's too much for me to even, like, comprehend. It's like, even though that is the answer, it doesn't register. That's why I don't mind looking at it, because it's just, it's like looking at a foreign language. Doesn't click. And then also when I find answers online, that's why I try to use answers that are either similar to what I'm currently using, or at least if it's written long form in a way that I can understand it, versus those short one-liners, the ones you usually find at the top of the solutions sections in CODEWARS. I try to avoid those, because, again, the comprehension just doesn't click. Good times. I feel like we're getting close. We had our nice little tangent on reflecting on how we come about dealing with our solutions. Let's do a quick once over. We're on the hunt for evenness. Which one of these is not like the others? Odd numbers shall die. We've got our numbers as our parameter. We're splitting our numbers into an array on the spaces from the string. Everything comes together, 0 indexed, number array. We're going to loop through on number array dot length if number array modulo 2 does not equal 0, then we will push number array, not 1, but I. Number array I. My bad. Number array I. So we're going to push number array I, if it's cool, to answer. And then here we'll return. I hope answer plus 1 works. I feel like that's kind of odd, but let's give it a shot. I feel like we need to do more for this one. Whoa, expected 3 instead got 71. Oh, index of, that's right. Totally messed up on that. Okay, so we get, hold on, maybe we don't need to push. Number array something. Push the index of I. We do a method inside our push method. Index of. Oh, hold on. Wait. Now I'm trying to figure out how these stack on top of each other. If it's not even, it will take that number, index of, I guess, you know what it is? It's number array dot index of I. God, I hope so. I. Is it like this? Or would it be like that? This is a syntax thing, and I'm not sure how. Maybe I have to double up on it. Maybe it goes in again. Guys, this feels weird. I know I'm close. It tastes bad. There's a distinct, unpleasant sensation in my mouth hole. Okay. Well, wait, what's going down? Topher Gates. There is value in seeing other solutions. Okay, but the important thing is to have a solution, not that yours is best, and to understand it. That's also my 2 cents. But yes, Jack of Sporks, ban the one-liners. I would be down for that. Interestingly enough, the one-liners are often simple if you know the mechanics of what's happening well enough. See, I feel that's a sign of understanding. Because it's almost like I can envision it in my head on how it could be a one-liner, but then when I go to start like typing it out, I don't know. It's almost like this. It's that uncertainty starts to kick in as I start to actually write it out, and then I just get lost and confused in my own uncertainty. Jack of Sporks, exactly, Topher, but there's a valid reason for beginners in programming to learn for and while loops instead of just learning reduce and map immediately. I agree with that. I feel like I'm getting a better understanding of what's actually happening, sort of mechanically, if you will, step by step, versus just dropping in some awesome small one-lined regular expression with 12 different methods taped onto it. Exactly, valid reason. For example, Jack Sports agree, BDX saying index of is used like array.index of item. So that would be number array.index of and then I believe. If you're trying to get the index number, you already have it. It's the I. It's the I. Thank you, Jack of Sporks. I? Index of I. Yeah, plus 1, and let's run once more. Oh, so close. 3. So wait, hold on. We're trying to get the index. What if we just... Let's back off the +1. Let's just return answer. First of all, let's just do number I, which is run sample. Now, this would be the actual item. See, 7 versus 1 instructions, so that's good. We are getting 7. Well, that's weird. I wonder why it's returning a 1 for that one. Seven number I modulo 2. If it doesn't equal 0, push it through. So it's pushing through 7, which is nice. From there, we want the index of I, which should be 2 out of the first set. -1. Something's off. Maybe brackets are needed. And also off. copy number array, run test. Aha! Yes, good, good. Happy, Stephen. Now, next bit, watch this. Now we do, I think we could do answer plus 1 by itself, but I'd really like to have it in parentheses. I don't know why, just it seems like it's a better packaging for me. And 21? What the No, not cool. Oh, 20 plus 1. I'm an idiot. Okay, so, guys, help me out here. It's a data type difference. That's what it is. One is an array / string element. The other would be, I know I'm so close. Why would it add a 1 like that? No, that's not cool. God, it's like dealing with a stupid genie that grants awful wishes. Oh, God. It takes literally what you say and just gives you that. Son of a bitch. Okay, so what about, can we do answer? How do I increment it? It should be that easy. Son of a bitch. Okay, so for example, agree, BDX ain't use item index. Trying to get the index number, you already have it. It's the I. Just FYI, though, you won't be able to do the answer plus I when you answer. Your answer is an array, I think. Jack of Sporks, you were definitely right. Topher, if you had to sum up your journey of learning programming so far into one sentence, what would it be? It's been totally fucking awesome. Yeah. It's been great. If I had to do it all over again, I would probably do it the exact same way. Or at least same path. Yeah. Good times. Jack Sparks, that's a great question. No idea what I'd say if I were answering it. Well, it's coercing your array value, Topher, it's coercing your array value to a string and concatenating the string 1 to it. Oh, it's concatenating? Those sons of bitches. So I need to tell it, there's a way to specify the data type. Death. This is all like really early stuff from Code Academy and just learning in general. So I need to be able to tell it something. I also want to answer your question in a little bit better detail, even though if summing it up into one sentence, yeah, it would be, well, as one sentence, it's been totally fucking awesome. So yeah, that's the one sentence. The backstory behind that is follow-up. To use an analogy. So, recently played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and that was, oh god, boo, phone call, Alright, phone call crisis averted. Good times. What were you talking about? Ah, yes, analogies. So, recently played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That was a long journey, like 200 plus hours. I played it very slowly, very methodically, and I would end up probably spending the same amount of time playing the game. I would just sort of reorder some of the things I did. I would get some of the items earlier, and some of the items that I got earlier I would push towards later ones that weren't needed. So it's that same kind of thing. I would probably go through that same path of going through Code Academy sort of all over again in the beginning. And I would probably do Code Wars as well. and free code camp, what I actually think I would try to do is probably start like all 3 at the same time. I know that would be a complete shit show, but just for ordering the learning, because then I think some of the earlier stuff at code camp, learning HTML and CSS, would match up with learning the basics at Code Academy. And Code Wars, I think, would force me to start using JavaScript earlier and daily. So it's really shuffling. So I think the time, like my progress would probably be the same on all fronts. Could be even slightly less, but yeah, I would just sort of reshuffle what I learned. I would still go down essentially the same path. Let's close out of this. Good times. We are so very close. Good times. So, Topher, coercing you, your array value to a string and concatenating the string 1 to it. I have no idea what the task is, but it seems crazy that you'd have to coerce the data type. Death. The task at hand, fairly straightforward. Don't mind the title IQ test. It's just really, it's a verification thing or a comparison thing. We've got a small set of numbers, and we're trying to find... Oh, the second one's different. Interesting. I'm the idiot. Hold on, there's a secondary issue that I realized. I was hunting for only non-even numbers. I just set it up to solve finding an odd number. The correct answer in this one is finding the even number. So there's a set of numbers in a string, and we're trying to find the one that's different, odd or even. We've got a string of evens. The only odd number is 7. We've got a string of odd numbers. The only even number is 2. So I'm trying to find exactly that number, the oddball of the string. The issue is that this string is supposed to be like answers on a test, A, B, C, D, E, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and choose the right answer. So even though 7 is in the middle and it's the third item, if you were to zero index stuff, it's 2, but since it's a string and what they're looking for, since it's supposed to be a test, they want 3. They don't want the zero indexed 2 placement. So that's what the +1 is for. That's what's going on there. I guess I could do length. Oh, that's what it should be. It should be answer. It's something +1. Length +1, it's the data type. That's for sure what it's got to be. I know it has to do with the data type. That's why it's doing the stupid concatenation. My bad. So now I need to add in another test for if it's odd, which is super terrible. Because now I don't know what to do in general. Hey, Mr. Demon Wolf. You hosting me. Thank you. Donka, how are you doing? Topher, you need to find the value which is different than the rest of the evenness. Yes, which I hope I've identified that. Think you gotta count how many, Mr. Demon Wolf. I have ideas of what to do, but I don't want to just give an answer away if you're trying to learn it. Gotta go. Good luck. Thanks for the stream. Good luck to you, Jack Sporks. Thanks for hanging out with us. And also, welcome Mr. Demon Wolf and company. Hopefully your day is going well. We are in the midst of trying to solve this. We are so very close. What would I do? Things that rhyme with stuff. So it's clearly not concatenating the 1. 7. If we push the number here, 7 goes into the answer. Then I want to compare. That's what it is. I don't need to do the index of here. I need to do it at a later point. I need to do the index of that number on the number array. So I do number array dot index of answer. That's what I would do. It could function here, but I don't think that's actually necessary. Let's try that on for size. That makes me feel a little bit better. So this answer will be, that just hangs out and floats there. And then variable position, number equals, or new answer. Tough one, hard to tell. It would be number array, copy, number array, index of this is starting to get messy, answer, copy. This seems bad. And then return num. Oh no, that didn't go well. We're making things worse. Okay. Musashi. Note, we're bad at usernames, but Musashi, can you do find first on the array? I don't know JavaScript well, but functions are awesome. Functions are good. I probably could do find first. Damn, we had it. It was just dealing. Topher, how do I... You were saying you need to find which value is different than coercing your array value to a string. Oh, that's what was happening. Damn, we're so close. We need to conquer this. Something rhymes with... Oh, no. Okay, so that's interesting. As a side note, hold on. He gives different examples. I thought I was crazy for a moment, which, I mean, yes, definitely crazy, but I thought I needed to find one where it was different, not just even, but odd as well, but no, it's just even only. So that's good. That saves a lot of time, because here the actual tests, and both are looking, we're hunting, seek and destroy the odd number. So if that's the case, let's go back to what we had. Write index of blankety blank, run. So 2 and 0. That's good. Now we need to take that and do something with it. How do I take the value of that and just increase it by 1? I feel like I'm saying it in exactly what I need right there, but I just can't see the answer. I don't know JavaScript well, but functions are awesome. Array find, odd or even. Array find, even or odd after finding the count of evens. Could you split the evens and odds into their own separate arrays, then compare the count of each separate array to see the difference? Simply the array with the length of 1 is your number at that point. Then you just need to get the index. Yeah, see, exactly. I just need to get the index Is there an index of for strings versus array? Index of string JS versus index of array JS. So there is a string index of. Now my question, do strings, are they 0 indexed? Because if they aren't, then we're golden. But I'm pretty sure they are. Array index of. And now I'm trying to do the +1, because it's just right there. We're so close. I'm 1 digit off. But I was just simply concatenating, and it's the difference in the data types. If it was both, screw the answer thing. If it was, 2 plus 1, this would be 3. It wouldn't concatenate them. It would just add them together. But as of now, this is an array string array element, and this is just a free-floating numeral. They don't want to touch. Death. Okay, we're right there. Topher. Okay. Musashi, that cat knows the secret of life. Is little kitty still hanging out with us? Oh, yeah, look at her. Little kitty just hanging out, being a cat, doing kitty things, avoiding JavaScript. Good on her. I would be doing the same thing if I wasn't trying to solve this. If number array I modulo 2 is equivalent to 0, evens push number array I, else odds push number array I. Numbers dot split to array. Well, see, no. Even though they had examples here, they stressed, evenness. Bob observed they usually differ in evenness. Keep in mind that your, which means index start from... Wait. He needs a program that among the given numbers finds one that is different in evenness and returns a position. So it's even only. So I don't believe I need the else, unless your recommendation was both. Could you split the evens and odds into their own separate arrays? Then compare the count of each separate array to see the difference. So this would be 4 even, 1 odd, and do the difference, a difference of 3. Holy shit. Topher, that's incredible. That's so weird. I mean, that makes sense, but that's really strange. So how does that work? But what if it's... I mean, what if the 7 was in the 4th place, though? That would be... I think that's just a weird anomaly that it works this time, right? Because what if the 1 was in the 3's spot? Down here. What if it was 2, 2, 1? That'd be 2 and 2 minus 1, but the answer is 3, right? Right? I get it. It's just, oddly enough, that works, although if I'm only trying to solve these 2 test arrays, I just don't know if there's more beyond the sample test. I'm sure they've got to have more after the attempt. I hope. I'm gonna... if you separate evens and odds, then only one array will have a length of 1. Okay. and then because it's trying to find the place of it. Keep in mind that your task is to help Bob solve a real IQ test, which means indexes of the elements start from 1, not 0. So there are examples. This would be like answer A, B, and C, D, and E on an actual, like, written test. Or 1 through 5. So you just need to find the index of that element and add 1 to that index. Exactly. Yes, Topher. Yeah, on that point. And that's where that data type difference is coming in, and that's why it's concatenating when I did +1. Yeah. So that's all. And my mind's freaking out because I'm trying to finish this as quickly as possible, and I can't figure it out. I've been, like, right here at this point for now, like, 15 minutes. Also, chatting with everyone in chat probably isn't helping my thinking process, but it's cool to have a small flock of people in here to hang out with. But anywho, so that's what I'm up against. Again, we're right there. All of this is kosher. I've got, 7, the index of 7 here is 2. When I split it into an array, it goes 0, 1, 2, that's 7. Same with this guy for the 1, 0. So it's just adding the 1 somehow, and I don't know how to do the data conversion. Convert data types, JavaScript. Convert data types. Five different data types. Type conversion. But I don't know if that's necessary. Can't I just do +1? Clearly +1 doesn't work, but damn. Little kitty, what do you think we should do? No, just keep napping? Nap away all our problems? We've tried that before. It's awesome. Doesn't get you the results you want, but it feels great. Something about something. We're so close. Answer. It's... What is it? Return. It returns to... Maybe if I print it? If evens length equals 1, return index of evens 0 plus 1, else return number index odds 0 plus 1. I can just do exactly that. 0 plus 1. And I feel like I can put this into a parentheses. Because that's the same data type, Nick. Cool. Okay, clever. Look at that. Topher, you rock. Now, that was just the sample test. I may need to do exactly that, the splitting the evens and odd. Because I do think it's a little strange that here is an evens test. Or, like, we're looking for the odd number, which this covers. Here, they're looking for the even number, which this definitely does not cover. Your answer or solution does, but the tests here are both looking for odd numbers. So I don't know. Let's find out if this answer still flies with the official attempt. Damn. Okay, expected 3 got a 1, expected 2, 1 or 48, blah, 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 and a 32. Fair enough. Let's do Topher's suggestion of implementing the odd versus even. solution if we will need evens, variable, evens equals an array, variable, odds equals an array, copy, evens dot length, if evens dot length equals 1, return. So wait a second, is that a secondary if statement inside of the push? Or is that a secondary if in general? Where does your handy solution go, Topher? Variable if... You know what? Hold on. Don't mind me. Don't mind me just because I'm slow at typing. Going behind the scenes to extract the comment. Where's chat? There's chat. Yeah. Copy. The one thing that could be an issue, example, if there are 10 odd and 2 evens, then the array would have a length of 2. We'll worry about that in the future. Let's close this. Hello. Returning stuff. Else. Returning stuff. And you get a return. And you get a return. Tab. So you could just do if evens length is greater than odds instead for the conditional value. Okay, so you could just do evens length is less than odds dot length. Oh, that's not a period. Length. Copy. We can get rid of our if or our push, or does this go... Where does this guy belong? That's what I'm trying to figure out. It would be... Hold on. So, evens and odds return the number array index of... So, we do keep this. Inside your for loop, if number modulo 2, even push, else odd push. Aha. Okay. if number array modulo 2, 0. Oh, and you have the 3. Oh, because you're comparing it to even. I was like, I've got mine looking for not even stuff. It's because it's an entirely different beast. That's what's going down. If evens push number I else odds push number I So we've split that. We're going through number array. If number array is equal to 0, it goes into the evens. If it goes into odds, it goes into odds. From there, we have our return. We have our return, which we can get rid of stuff. Don't mind me. We're so close. All right, back into action. The, don't forget the closing bracket for the else block. Right. Okay, closing brackets for that. Turn answer, I can... Let's do... Don't mind me, I just want to see what we're actually returning at this point in time. We'll still need this, but currently... Okay, good. Free the beast. Free that. Return. Let's do this inside. Cut. There's that. If even, you know what, that would probably go above the return, actually. And we probably don't need answer anymore. We're probably returning a whole separate beast altogether. You know, we don't even need that return. We've got these returns. So this just dies quietly here at the bottom of the function. Ta-da! Look at that. That's so fascinating. This is so cool. So we bring in number. We're splitting it into an... See. We take... Well, we've got our stuff here. So we're taking in our string of numbers. We're splitting them on the spaces. So we've just got our nice array of current values. Then we've got even and odds, thanks to Topher. Good call. We're iterating through our for loop of our number array. We're comparing it even first. If modulo 2, if it equals 0, it's an even number. We push that into our even bracket or array, and then we got odds for odds. Good times. And then from there, once we have our data sets, we can then go and compare if the length of the even array is less than the length of the odd array. We will return the index of the evens at 0, that first one, which is fascinating because that would be the first. Now, I wonder if that's actually essential. Because I think it's always only going to be one oddball. I don't know if they would do repeat even numbers or multiple instances. You know? But that still works. Let's go ahead and run the attempt. Yeah, and it works. Test passed. Okay, so I'm just crazy and worrying about nothing. But anywho, so number array, index of evens at 0 plus 1, else return number index of odds 0 plus 1. Good job. Green check marks across the board. Day 235 comes to an end. Hell yeah. Big thank you to Topher for guiding us right there in the thick of it. In the middle to the end, making sure we didn't set the city on fire. Always looking out for us. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Again, the cool kids had to submit for their answers at the top. Well, that's nice. No one-liner nonsense that we usually try to avoid. But numbers split. They're doing the map function. Okay. Hey, odd and even. We kind of got that. And then returning. Interesting. Odd length less than even length. We had ours vice versa, but still works. Way cool. Way cool. Numbers split. This is very similar to ours. Even, odd. Oh, and they did 4 each, which we've got our for loop, so that's still pretty similar functionality. And then the if-else at the bottom to return the index of +1. Well, good times. We made it out alive. Let's go ahead and back out to our profile. Thank you again to anyone and everyone who stopped by to view the stream. Today we had Topher, Yum Yum, Jack of Sporks, Mr. Demon Wolf, and company. Thank you for hosting us. Musashi? Yeah, Musashi. And and Elliot Judd. Hello to you, Elliot. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. And thank you for the assistance, views, and support. Now 35% of the way through level 6 here at Code Wars, down to 48,000 on the leaderboard. Way cool. We are almost done. We are just closing out of the tabs, and then we will be able to end it all. Closing out of this, closing out of that, and we don't need this tab. We will be stopping the stream. The adventure continues tomorrow with day 236 of the year of streaming and learning to code. In the meantime, are you sure you want to stop the stream? Hell yeah. Kill it.